Hey Leo, Mariah here. It's always a pleasure to be back to be reading for you. So I want to go ahead and get into your mid to end of July love reading, the general love reading for you and see what's happening, what's going on. So if it does connect and resonate, definitely leave a like, comment, or subscribe, and let's go ahead and get into your reading. Okay, so let's get started. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, what's going on with Leo and their love life? Let's see here. We have the Five of Cups. We have the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the Temperance in the reverse. We have the Ten of Cups and the Eight of Swords in the reverse. Okay, so either somebody's having regrets or you're having regrets about something. No, I don't think it's you. It doesn't feel like you. It feels like somebody's having regrets towards you. So let's get one more card here for you, Leo. What do we have? We got the Sun. We got you. You know what I hear? In due time. In due time. This is supposed to be a love reading, though. However, this can apply to multiple areas of your life. But with these cups here, it's like you want change. You want change in regards into your love life. You want this to happen, or it needs to happen. But more so, somebody's wanting change with you. And I don't think you're paying attention, or even if you notice it. It could also be that this person has shown you that they want change as well. No. I gotta go with what I feel, man, looking at this spread. There's something else here, and I just gotta go with my strongest instinct, Leo. Be careful, sincerely. Be careful who you tell certain things to. Friends who you think are your friends, watch them, watch their movements, watch their intentions. Family members, co-workers, colleagues. Even if you're currently in a connection, be careful with who you're telling your business to. Be careful of oversharing your personal business, especially when you're emotionally upset or even happy. And I can't shake this. Let me look a little bit further. What do we have here? Three of Cups in the reverse, Knight of Swords in the reverse. Okay. So I am right on point with what my instinct is telling me. There's somebody around you, Leo. Even though it's not fully showing the cards, this is what I feel. This is like straight up energy, man. It's like there's a sense of you needing to protect your energy from somebody or a situation. And I don't know if you know who this is. I feel like they put up a good facade and they act like they're happy for you. Others of you may know intuitively, but you may not have any full proof or confirmation. But Leo, you're very wise. You're very smart, and you should be able to sniff this person out a mile away. And it feels like this person does put up a good facade that makes them a bit undetectable. But why are you telling me? Why are you telling me this, Spirit? What's the importance of this? Why does Leo need to know this? Oh, we got the Fool. Whatever's about to come in for you, Leo, it feels paramount, especially if it has to do with love and if it has to do with anything surrounding the home, whether it be your career, maybe your finances, maybe your finances improving, maybe you're buying a new home, maybe you want to get into a home-based business, maybe real estate or some form of investing. Even broader than that, though, it's your birthday season. So some of you, some people will dislike you because of how much they're seeing others loving on you this season, or how much more love you're putting into yourself than up with their nonsense or their BS. And there's something here, Leo. They may smile in your face, but behind your back, they're not truly or fully happy for you. And it's because there's something lacking in their life. There's something lacking here. So either they're not financially able to do what you're doing or going to do. Maybe they aren't getting the same kind of outcomes as you are in your love life, or even their own insecurities are being projected onto you. And it's so crazy because it always happens to me. It's supposed to be a love reading, right? But now I feel like I'm off somewhere else in the woods. I just do. Okay. You just go roll with it. Crazy tarot lady is back in the building. But, there is somebody out there that needs to hear this. So I just got to speak on instinct. But it's not that. It's like if I'm not happy if I'm not happy with myself, I can't be happy for you. And they're going to try to show on the outside that they're happy for you. But watch the company that you keep and surround yourself with, Leo. There's a sense that somebody here is willing to stick around you, be in your vicinity, or even be in your energy, because that they know you're on the brink of something successful, very successful, and your life is moving upward. And they could also know that you're on the brink of receiving some type of financial, monetary gain, or receiving some form of uprise in your life. And they just want to go along for the ride. And no, they're not truly happy for you at their internal core. And how could they be? Just because their life is at a mundane or a plateau level and they see that you're rising. But because you're rising, they want to be a part of that. So once you get to where you're going, it's that, oh, Leo, I've always been here for you. I was there for you when you were trying to build what you have. I was there when you were struggling, etc. And now that you have success, or you will be achieving some form of its success, they want to be a part of that. They want a piece of that. I just am clueless on who this could be, though, whether it's a family member, a friend. Like, what is this? It's like I keep hearing it's somebody that's close to you, and that's what it feels like. Somebody's in your vicinity. And a lot of times family can be the main culprit. And just keep in mind, Leo, you can be loyal to a fault sometimes. And there is this sense that even when you rise, this is going to be a person that want from you, and they may even start to get entitled or expecting for you to do for them. But it's going to be in subtle ways. It's not overt, right? It's not blatantly like, oh, you didn't do this for me, Leo. You normally buy me this, or you normally do that for me, etc. Their behavior is going to be shown in covert ways. This is going to be those underlying, underhanded, backhanded jokes, backhanded compliments, those very subtle gestures of entitlement. This is somebody that's so low on the radar for you that it can be hard to discern. But the more you gain, whether it's in a financial realm, whether the more emotionally happy you are, the more this person is going to start giving you backhanded compliments, saying slight things, or, those kind of jokes of like, oh, I see you got all that money. What you gonna do with that? Or I see you smiling more. Who got you happy? Just weird things like that, but jokingly, but it has some truth to it. It's like this person is going to become more apparent in your sight. And there's going to be a knowing where you have to make a decision whether you want to keep this person in your life or not. And this feels like it is somebody close to you. It doesn't feel like somebody you pick up along the way. Mm-mm. This feels like somebody that's currently in your energy now, or that was in your energy while you were going through your struggle. You guys may have had struggles together, or different types of struggles within your individual life, but because you're now rising and they're still where they're at, there is still some form of hating energy that they're bringing around instead of celebratory energy. And it feels like this, whoever this is, it's like this person is upset because their life isn't on the same upswing, or they're energetically, or you are energetically at a higher level than they are, and they can't relate to you anymore. It's the mindset of, oh, Leo think they're better than me, or too good for such and such, or to do this or to do that. And you guys may come from the same background, the same neighborhood. And I'm not saying this is exactly what it is, but in their minds, you guys may have had the same educational status. You guys may have grown up together. You guys could have had the same type of low points. Maybe you guys had to deal with certain difficult situations that were very similar, but you were able to rise, or you're rising, and they haven't. And Leo, it feels like you may have tried to show this person a way, like, this is how I did it. This is how I got this outcome. This is what I did differently. But unfortunately, you can only drag a horse to the well to drink, but it doesn't mean that they will. And they're not you. They don't have the same mental infrastructure to persevere like you do. And it's like you and another person, it's like, as an example, it's like you two can wear the same outfit, right? Wear the same clothes, but it's going to look better on you because it was meant for you to wear, right? It complements your body well, and it may not fit them in the same way. And it's like, well, me and Leo, we got on the same outfit, but it doesn't look good on me, but it looks good on Leo. It's that kind of energy. What's meant for you may not be meant for another person's path in life, but they still can't wrap their head around it, right? Because it's like you're elevating and they're plateaued. But I can't even get to the cards. I just feel like Spirit is taking me somewhere else because listen. This would be the type of person where the more you rise, Leo, the more it bothers them on the inside, because you come from a similar place. And why are they not there yet? And if you really do sit with your intuition, maybe clear your third eye chakra, your crown chakra, clear that energy out and really sit with yourself. Try to extrapolate deeply all the connections you have with people and pull back the fine lines. You will start to see the dots connect. If you had the smallest, and I mean the smallest level of uncomfortability around a person, if they gave a backhanded compliment, said a distasteful joke, or even made a side remark, put that person on your radar. If you feel in the slightest way that somebody said something off, looked at you a certain way, wasn't happy for you when they should have been, tries to take the shine when something good happens to you, put them on your radar. Let time show and prove this person. If your radar starts pinging a bit more that you're watching this person, then that is the person I'm talking about. And they have this lack mindset of, why isn't this happening for me? Poor me. But they're not taking accountability internally for their own lack of success. Or it's the fact that they can't take responsibility or accountability for their own life actions. Now they blame you or look at you with envy. They blame the world. They don't look at themselves. It's everyone else's fault why they didn't get the outcomes that they wanted. It's the universe is against me. It's not fair to me. But they have to take a look at themselves and do some self-reflection. And it's like this person will either become your biggest leech or your biggest silent hater if you don't let them go. And as a Leo, if you let someone in, they're in for life. But if you betray that trust, they're exiled from your life. And no, I mean, I don't know specifically, what you're doing or what this paramount thing is for you. It's something that's important, though. It's something that's important to you. It's something that's very meaningful to you. This is something that's a life improvement for you, whether it's your home life changing, whether your finances changing, maybe you're just feeling damn happy. You're in a good season. Your relationship, if you're romantically involved or is wanting a specific person, maybe those things are going really well. And even if it's in the context of relationships, other people can be envious because they want the kind of relationship you have or will have. Like, oh my God, how did Leo find that person? Leo's getting engaged within 6 months. Now they're married a year and a half later. How did Leo find this person? I'm always single. I can't find anybody. All the good options are taken, et cetera, et cetera. We hear all the stories, right? Now they're looking at you and your relationship sideways because that's what they want, but they're the miserable asses is still single or can't find anyone worth having. And it's like, well, why is that? It's not Leo's fault. Somebody needs to look at how they operate within relationships and the type of people they choose, but yet they're looking at you enviously instead of looking at this as an opportunity to grow or even learn from how you got the outcomes that you got. So there's something deeply rooted within this person. It's like this person has a victim mentality, whether you know it or not, and this goes deep, and I mean really deep, maybe even years of childhood of being the victim, feeling like their voice didn't matter, feeling like, life was always against them or people always got attention versus them. They wanted what others had instead of what they had. Even if they got what they wanted, they were able to find a way to either ruin it or self-sabotage it, whether it was done intentionally or unintentionally. Instead of looking at their behaviors, they blamed it on life and they blamed it on others. And they're dealing with the subconscious feeling that their life is inadequate because they never lived up to their full potential. Even feeling like they aren't achieving enough in life or feeling like they aren't where they want to be in life because they see other people doing all these great things, but their life hasn't changed or their life has plateaued or it's at a stalemate or they aren't doing anything to make those changes. And I think it's very unfortunate people who have this kind of lack mentality. But even when they try to make those changes, they feel like it doesn't work out for them. So they envy others because others are able to make those changes successfully and live life on their own terms. And this person is just struggling. I mean, struggling to do so. And this is why the eyes come back to you. And there's this saying, and I'm not religious by any means nor nature. I'm very spiritual. I don't follow any religious practices per se. But there is a saying, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. And I will tell you, Leo, keep that in mind, especially walking into your birthday season, because whether it's energetically, spiritually, or even in the 3D, this person will try to damper your energy, but in the most subtle ways, So even if it doesn't come off as overt hating, the subtle energy can be felt by you. And it's your season coming up, and you should only want good vibes, good intentions, and pure care around you. So as you go into your new year around the sun, make sure you really do. You really do leave the dead weight behind. You don't need it. You genuinely don't. So this is supposed to be a love reading, but maybe let's look at it like this from a very abstract lens. I think a lot of times God, spirit, the universe, whomever it is that you believe, will send important people or messages your way to protect you out of a space of love. And even though it wasn't a traditional love reading, if you will, I think this was a message of love that needed to be conveyed to somebody to just be careful of your surroundings, your spirit guides, your angels, God, whomever, they're just looking out for you because they love you. So check your circle, check who's around you, okay? Know that I love you. I'm so excited for your birthday season. Cannot wait. You be well, Leo. Happy early birthday to you all. And bye.